Hey everybody, my favorite, final expense insurance. This is where I got my start, and this is where you're going to get your start too. Final expense insurance is by far the easiest form of insurance to sell in the insurance industry, bar none, I assure you. So we are going to start you off in final expense insurance so you can make money as you're learning the insurance industry. Final expense insurance is exactly what it sounds like it is. It's for final expenses, things like burial costs. And in fact, back in the 1930s, 40s, somewhere in that era, it was actually called burial insurance. You might have even heard your great-grandparents say that they bought a burial policy, right? Well, at some point in time in the history, they decided to change it to final expense insurance because, well, that sounds better. And it is also sold to help cover things like, long-term care bills, credit card bills, any other debts that might be left behind, final expenses. But most importantly, it is structured to take care of burial expenses. And all final expense insurance is called simplified underwriting or simplified issue, which means that you do not have to go see a doctor or have a nurse come to your home and see you and, pee in a cup and do blood work and all that type of stuff. It's simplified underwriting. Okay, and you'll learn more about that if you decide to venture into other forms of insurance with some of the mortgage protection products, some of the IULs, traditionally underwritten whole life plans, and we'll obviously coach you on that stuff when you're ready. But final expense insurance doesn't require any of that. Final expense insurance is marketed and sold to the elderly folks that lived their whole lives without buying any insurance, okay? And it's generally sold to a middle to low income bracket as well, because those are the types of individuals that waited until their 60s, 70s, or even their 80s to initially purchase life insurance. And because they're at that age, they probably developed some health issues and they will not qualify for just traditional whole life, some term products, actually about every term product. So that leaves them with having to purchase what's called simplified issue life insurance or final expense insurance, okay? One thing that's very important to remember about final expense insurance is the clientele that we're selling to are professional procrastinators. They procrastinate with the best of them. If there was an Olympic event for procrastinating, final expense clients would be taking the gold medal every year, okay? So you have to understand that. That's part of mindset going into your appointment, but final expense insurance is sold to professional procrastinators. If you give them the chance to procrastinate, which means if you give them a chance to think about it, they will put it off forever. It'll be on the back burner. Understand that as we're moving into teaching you final expense insurance and you're going through scripting and things of that nature, that is going to be a one-sit close, and we'll be really concentrating on how to close these plans, but this will be your avenue to making money right away. Again, this is where I started. It's where Mike started. And I'm about willing to bet you just about any individual who got into either financial advising, selling insurance, whether it was health or life, or even property and casualty, just about every person started in final expense insurance. So that's what final expense insurance is. Quick recap, it's for burial expenses, to help people cover their burial expenses. That's its main purpose, to help cover other final expenses like credit card debt and hospital bills and things of that nature, okay? It's sold to middle to low income folks, okay, who love to procrastinate. So we need to understand that when we're getting ready to sell it to them, okay? And there's no extensive underwriting. These policies are generally issued the same day, if not within a couple of days of selling it, which means that you get paid quicker too. Any questions or concerns about what final expense insurance is? Again, I welcome phone calls, text messages, and emails at all times. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. We'll look forward to talking to you again soon.